Who is in the building? Welcome back to my channel. It's Destiny. I'm waiting for my live crew to get in here. Replay crew, make sure you like the video before we do anything, okay? We doing a lot right now, so while everybody get up in here, let's do this.
Let's not act like, you know, there hasn't been a calculated push by many people in the industry to end my career in the last year and a half. They've done so much, and every time when they see this little, when they see this little thing here, back up and kicking, they be like, yo, what the fuck is it gonna take to get rid of this bitch? You can't get rid of me, bitch. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going no fucking where.
And here we are back for another episode of, I don't even know what we on tonight, because this stream was supposed to be a more of a music business talk session, and we are gonna get into that a little bit tonight. But we also have a lot of other things to get into because of what's been going on this week with Ice versus Cleopatra. And then, you know, Megan had a new cover come out in Billboard. She's on the cover of Billboard and she has some things to say, so we're gonna get into that, child. So it's like, you know, it's been something every day, child. For the last 2 days, we've been on Ice Spice neck, and it's just gonna be night 3 of that, for real. So I truly appreciate everybody for coming through. We about to get started. Please type a 1 in the chat and make sure, let's do a sound check before we get started, and make sure that you guys can hear me well. Okay, so but you know, as always, we're gonna get a little bit orientated before we get deep into the agenda. So okay, thank you very much, Lisa. So here we are. I was able to program some stuff on the channel today, so we in the live section of the channel. But as you guys know, you guys can find this in our live playlist, and I'm going to probably do some rearranging of the channel and stuff like that since we've been live a lot. So I really appreciate those of you who've been coming out every night with me right here, and I really do appreciate people who have also been listening back. You know, the feedback has been great, so thank you very much. Hey Mally, so good to see you in the building. And so yeah, let's we're gonna get started by going on Twitter, and let's go see what's happening on Twitter. It is Wednesday, September 4th. So tonight is the first night of the Gag City Reloaded Leg 2 of Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 World Tour. Tonight she will be performing in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and it's currently 9:16 on the East Coast, so she could be taking the stage by 10-11 o'clock. So we might be live while Nicki's on stage. But you know, the night is still young. It's a lot going on, so you know, y'all make sure y'all keep me updated with what is going on at the show while we are talking. But we do have a full agenda to get through tonight, so I do also need everybody to stay focused on the conversation. Okay, so yeah, and yeah, if anybody at any point you go to a show, any Nicki Minaj concert, feel free to comment on any video that you watch, what your experience has been, because I'm genuinely curious. So you guys, you can see she's reposting people who are on their way to the show in their outfits and stuff like that. I just kind of want to see what she says. Okay, so she did announce some winners today and stuff like that. Nicki also tweeted some other things. If you don't know, she went on Instagram Live to announce these winners, and when she did announce these winners, she announced that she will be pushing back the Gag City Reloaded edition of the album, the new deluxe. She announced that she'll be pushing it back, and it will not release on September on September 13th. She did not give a date, so stay tuned for that. Of course, I'll let you guys know when she lets us know. And yeah, that's really about it on the Queen for now. So Hmm. Yes. So a lot of stuff been coming out today, especially I think this is Ice Spice stylist that has chimed in on the situation between Cleo Trappa and Ice Spice, and we are going to get into that. But before we do, I want to cover something that has been happening for the past week or so, outside of hip hop for real, but in the mainstream, right? So if you guys don't know, there was a chart battle between Travis Scott and Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, like let me pull them up real quick. If you guys don't know, these are two artists that I do not pay attention to at all whatsoever. But they were the topic of conversation last week because they both dropped albums. They were on the same tracking week, and so it was like who was gonna take the number one spot. So Travis is, a pretty good selling artist. He goes number one, and y'all know the debacle that happened between Travis Scott and Nicki Minaj back in 2018 with her Queen album. She was mad that it didn't get a chance to go number one because he was using bundles, and I don't think Nicki was at the time, and whatever. Y'all know that whole debacle. And so, Sabrina Carpenter, we are going to get into it. We're really gonna get into it, okay? Because it's like, yeah, like this is like this. Yes, like last week was like the craziest like week ever in terms of like watching the charts for real, for real. Like it was kind of crazy. And so, did anybody listen to these albums or mixtapes? Did anybody? Because I thought Travis Scott gave a whole album the way that he was going on about this mixtape. Like he went to the ultimate limit, you know, to push this thing in order and to get it to chart and stuff like that. Now, also Sabrina Carpenter is also not a new artist, even though she has been gaining a lot of traction in 2024. Seems like she's been active and she has been dropping albums and stuff like that. But once again, I still never listened to her before. And I heard a little bit of that, what's it called? Um the Please 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 song. I think that like went like number one or something like that. And I was like, hey Joyanne, and I was like, yeah, it's not giving, like so. Like she might be good, but I don't right now. I'm not really seeing what the hype is, because I haven't been sucked in like that. But she's a pretty girl, so that's cool for her. Congratulations to her. I'm not a hater at all. This is just very interesting. So here's a thread of notable instances where Billboard's official charts were delayed this decade. I might not go in depth into this because I know you guys probably like don't really care that much, but like I just really find it interesting when the charts are delayed and stuff like that in terms of calculating. There's not a lot of reasons why the charts get delayed. It's a very systematic process. And so when it does, it's always interesting. It gets delayed on like federal holidays. So like this past week, it was Labor Day in the United States. So, people had off of work. So that's one of the reasons why the chart was delayed. And also because they were generating so much data from what, Travis and Sabrina's albums were doing, and they really had to make sure that they got those calculations right because it came to a very, very close separation between the numbers. And yeah, so once again, we're gonna get into it. So back in 2021, in 2022, The Weeknd and Gunna, it says Billboard results were delayed by over 24 hours after a heated battle between The Weeknd's Dawn FM and Gunna's DS4 Ever occurred. So Dawn FM was expected to debut at the number one by ahead of 2,000 units. And Gunna, oh, I think I remember this. I think I do remember Gunna beating The Weeknd, and that was crazy because The Weeknd is a seasoned artist, and Gunna is Gunna, but like Gunna was like still coming up at the time. Once again, this was 2022, it was 2024. Now, um, but yeah, so here's another. After a week of New Jeans versus Barbie, Billboard charts were delayed again for several hours after Travis Scott and Drake's Meltdown had nearly all its final day sales filtered from the final tally as the purchases did not adhere to Billboard sales rules. Another reason why Billboard will delay the charts is because they have to do extra calculations when they detect that artists are getting sales, like what's it called, not illegally, but it's like it's not to their rules and they got to filter sales. So that's another reason why charts could be delayed. So that happened for whatever Travis and Drake got going on. And here it is, Sabrina Carpenter this year, September 7th, Sabrina Carpenter, her Short and Sweet, and Travis Scott's Days Before Rodeo are competing for the number one Billboard spot, with delays currently ongoing. Well, sorry, while the former had a projected lead as high as 100K units. So who was in the lead in like before the tracking week ended? I forgot if it was Sabrina or Travis. Anyway, The latter saw a massive surge in sales to finish the week, making for a close race. And they were dropping, what's it called? Like, different versions of their projects. And I was like, yo, and it kept going. They kept dropping different versions. We gonna get into that a little bit as well. I like, that was the part that was the craziest thing to me, because dropping different versions of projects has now become a thing for all artists, in order to like get more sales and increase their chart position and stuff like that, right? And so it's like, then you want more last minute sales, drop another version, and they was just going back and forth, like it was crazy. Like, anyway, so it says large sale boost, and I'm sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth, so I'm sorry if I'm smacking. I truly apologize. I know that that's annoying to people, but it's like, as you can see, like, I'm still trying to get rid of my cough. Okay, so please bear with me. I'm sorry. People who do actually know me in real life, please, is my favorite. People who know me in real life, they do say I'm ghetto, and I really, the other day, I really had to like really accept the fact that I am ghetto, for real, for real. And it's like, I'm not that ghetto, like, I'm not that ghetto like Sexy Red, but it's like, I am, I really, I'm kind of loud sometimes. Is it true Travis had 331 pure sales? I don't know. We got to look into that. I forgot to pull that up. Thank you, Dane Moore. She was 100K ahead of him in week predictions. That's crazy. He got that close. Yeah. Thank you, Joyanne. Anyway, so I hope you guys are relaxing, because yeah, what's it called? Okay. Large sales boosts from both albums in the closing hours of the tracking period have likely caused a longer than usual sales auditing process, right? So they're going through the sales, making sure that all of the sales are legal. That's what it's saying. The results for this week's chart are currently over 30 hours behind schedule. So the charts have came out at this point, but I just want to show you guys, like, this was crazy. Like, this was really crazy. Fans are front row waiting for the numbers to drop any minute. And usually album numbers drop on Sundays. Like, for real on Sundays. You could kind of know by Fridays, sometimes on Sundays, but definitely by Monday, And so yeah. Okay, so I told you guys the charts were officially delayed, okay? And the tracking week ends on a Friday at midnight. So let's see, hits daily double. So once again, we're kind of going back in time. We're kind of looking at tweets that were at the end of last week. But once again, I just really kind of want to go through this because it was fascinating to me. So Hits Daily Double is now suggesting a margin of less than 1,000 between Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet and Travis Scott's X, Y, and Z for the number one spot on the Billboard 200. Still no clarity on a timetable for when final results will be shared by Billboard. Okay, I'm gonna just pull up like different tweets I found. So this one says the race between Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet and Travis was decided by about 600 units according to chart data. Now this is crazy, only being separated by 600 units. That's crazy. Not even 1,000. Like, you got to get the direct number of sales. I said one of the closest Billboard 200 races of all time. Crazy. So like, okay, so this is my thing. Let's go on Sabrina Carpenter page, because y'all gonna drag me. I know y'all not about to agree what I gotta say, okay? Hey, Sonia, y'all not about to agree with what I gotta say, but on Thursday, what was Thursday's date? Sabrina Carpenter gonna tweet, "This one's for Nicki," and then Nicki went on live and shouted her and her fans out, and I'm just like. Here, Sabrina stated she would rather work with Cardi B than Nicki Minaj.
Influenced by hip hop.
Well, and think about it. It really is hip hop.
Hip hop.
That's what it is, because it's become mainstream America.
Absolutely. Because that flow and that it's something that's really infectious for everybody.
I can just see Sabrina like rocking out to like Cardi.
Okay,
and like getting a little hood.
If you had to do a collabo, would you do Cardi B or Nicki Minaj? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I would actually, and nothing against, I've never met either of them, but I would do Cardi B. I love her new album. I think it's really, really great. But yeah, I mean, they're both super influential.
They're both super what, ho? They both super what, ho? They both super what, ho? You getting ready to put Cardi and Nicki on the same motherfucking level? I'm sorry, I'm not even about to go off on her for real. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, y'all gonna think I'm petty. Y'all really gonna think I'm petty. I'm just saying. Nicki followed the girl on Instagram or whatever, and so Nicki shouted her out. Why I can't find the video? on Instagram Live or whatever. Here she did. Let's see.
Oh, and shout out to Sabrina Carpenter. Shout out to all the Sabrina Carpenter fans. Yes. Oh, and shout out to Sabrina.
Okay, so this is my thing, right? We've spent so much of 2024 debating on who Nicki Minaj is cool with, who she not cool with, who she gives shout outs to, who project she promote, X, Y, and Z. We've made this big hoopla of what you gotta do in order to get co-signed by Nicki Minaj, right? Even though bitches still, oh, am I cursing? Oh my god. Even even though bitches still like nobody has actually gotten the correct Nicki Minaj co-sign yet, you know? Anyway, and when I say correct, I mean correct as in Nicki feels good about it, she feels good about what she's getting on her side, and the other artist feels good about what they're getting on their side, right? So I don't, well, other than like Bia maybe. Anyway, so this is my thing, right? My thing is, if this was, and whatever, if you disagree with me, cool, put it in the chat. If this was a female rapper, y'all would have raised hell. It would have been a problem. It would have been the biggest problem if this was a female rapper talking about this one's for Nicki. Bitch, Doja Cat said thank you, Nicki, and the bitch get dragged every time she performed the damn thing. So it was we, Sabrina Carpenter, talking about this one's for Nicki. Now, once again, I'm being petty, right? Like I'm not like, oh, like how I get to her page? Like what is her thing? So here, oh, here. So I'm not like, what was I gonna say? This one's for Nicki. Okay. This is if this was a female rapper, they would have got dragged. I'm just saying. Like, so it's just like, what is the, you know, like, is it just, you know, this my, and it's like, okay, it's no shade to anybody who supported Sabrina at any point, even if you're a barb, especially, it's definitely no shade to you if you were supporting Sabrina before Nicki's co-sign and their interaction. That's dope. That's what a real fan is. So kudos to you. Yay. But it's like, girl, like y'all made such a big deal, and we still having big deals and arguments about who can do the who gotta pay for what, who gotta sign this contract for X, Y, and Z, and you still giving coincides out for free or whatever. But I get it's a different genre or whatever. But honestly, like I'm over it. It's too much energy that goes into who can get what and who can't get what. And I'm putting energy into this situation right here because everybody, see, all the barbs was up their ass. All of the barbs be up the white girl's ass and stuff like that, the pop girl's ass, because the barbs are desperate for did I say that? Woo! I must be getting more comfortable on YouTube. Because the barbs are desperate for what's it called, approval, right? Like they always seeking outside approval from somewhere, some other A-lister, X, Y, and Z, because Nicki really don't associate herself with a lot of other A-listers for real. Yo, thick hitting ass, I know what you need. Shut the fuck up, ho. So yeah, I'm just saying. So I'm just saying, like, let's get off of that, okay? Anyway, so Nicki, shout out Sabrina, whatever. Let's go to Travis Scott a little bit. I really want to get into the fact that, like, and you know what? Fuck that. Since we on Sabrina stuff, look at this. I just really want to clock the fact that look at how many times this girl released new versions of her album. So let's see, August 22nd, midnight tonight. Okay, so then the album drop, and then she does YouTube, seeing you guys fully grown, short and sweet lyric videos. Here, short and sweet, the digital album with bonus tracks. So she puts out a digital album with the bonus track, right? August 28th. Then is this another album? Now, and then she had a time limit on it, 24 hours only. Now, Nicki has also used the same strategy several times in order to create a sense of like, oh my God, I gotta get this now, which like in tandem, it says like, oh, like I'm gonna get more sales, right? Real fast, because I need to get this before the charts close, right? Anyway, so that's like two versions or whatever. Then did she release another version? Is she available to download now for the 3 versions at this point? You still in your first week. It's no shade. But yeah. So now I'm gonna go back to talk of the charts because they had it. They're a really good chart source, and they were have they were like, oh, like Travis Scott just released this version, Sabrina just released this version, X, Y, and Z. So look, so we can see both sides in real time. Screenshots. Okay, so let's go back to during the tracking week. And this is my thing. It's no shade. I was gonna make a video about this, but I see a lot of people these days. And I once again, like, and just in general, the charts and the numbers are a bigger conversation. I think Nicki sometimes says things without thinking I'm dead. Travis who? Travis Scott. Not this bar. The other artist that he attacking me for my opinion. I'm dead. Capricorn is a real one. So yeah, what was I saying? Okay, so yeah, I'm just going down this. So like here it is. So now we can see from both sides like who was releasing how many versions. And I don't necessarily want to clock, oh my god, like they both did 5, but it's like, yo, wait, hold on. You can now view the biggest global and US charts of the 2020s decades on our website. Oh, I gotta get into this. I really like charts. I really like streaming numbers. Hold on one second. If you can't tell, I naturally like the charts and streaming numbers like that. And I wasn't really like that before I kind of got deeply involved into the fan base and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's just so interesting. I think streaming numbers are so interesting. And what else did I want to say? And obviously, like I use the charts and numbers in my commentary and stuff like that in order to tell like how to measure success and how much people are valuable to the market and stuff like that. But I have started to realize, especially like in the female rap sector of YouTube and people who are doing commentary, a lot of people are now using chart analysis in their videos and stuff like that in their commentary, and that's cool. But it's like, and once again, I'm nobody for real, but I be telling my people, like, when you think that nobody's watching you, people are watching you. Yeah, the numbers always been a little bit in the conversation, but now everybody's heavy talking about the numbers. And I ain't gonna say like, oh, I started it, but I'm like, I'm watching y'all or whatever, I'm watching y'all because I do my chart analysis, so I really get into this stuff. Y'all just be saying numbers and talking out the side of your neck. Okay. So anyway, just saying. So yeah, let's go down and see like how many release versions was released, and then like we're gonna move on. Sabrina had some whatever. His Travis Scott reached #1 on US iTunes. That's nice. All 4 vault tracks from Travis Scott's Days Before Radio that are available for individual purchase have entered the top 30 of US iTunes. He's releasing like, I guess it looks like he's releasing like songs on his website. Sabrina Carpenter, but like I thought like Billboard took away that rule that you can buy singles on the website. Sabrina, look at this. Sabrina Carpenter and Travis Scott each released new versions of their albums as the final hours of the tracking week approach. On Thursday, they both start releasing new versions because it's going around that the numbers is close. So that she drop a version, then he drop a version, then she drop a version. Travis Scott's Days Before Radio album Deluxe Vault 3 has been released on his website. The album features 2 new tracks. Yo, Travis just in the studio like, let's do this, slap that out. Yeah, I literally could see Travis like going off the wall like, we need another version. The album features 2 new tracks, Naughty 2 and Too Many Options. Another version. Wow. And mind you, it's hours till the tracking week is over. Sabrina Carpenter's website exclusive versions of Short and Sweet will now be available until the end of the Billboard tracking week. The timer previously was set to run out a few hours prior. Nicki has also done this as well, where she put a timer on her website. Sabrina Carpenter has released a new digital version featuring the Taste demo as a bonus track. Another version. Like, they just kept dropping. I was like, yo, this is that. I was like, I gotta talk about this. We gotta document this in history. This is crazy. And I was like, you know what? I can't even do too much on Nicki, but in terms of like being chart obsessed and obsessed about child numbers, because everybody's obsessed. Like, I'm tired of artists saying like, oh, and it's because people like me, like, I obviously talk about numbers a lot, but it's just like, girl. Anyway, Sabrina Carpenter debuts with over 352 million streams on Spotify in its opening week, the 9th largest opening week among female albums in the platform's history. That's dope. Congratulations to her for being in the top 10 of women of all time, the biggest female debut albums of all time. I mean, not debut albums, but debuts on Spotify's album streaming chart. That's dope for her. Congratulations to her. I'm gonna go through some of her accomplishments. Let's see. Okay, so let's see where Travis debuted. So after the whole weekend of them like going back and forth on the numbers, Travis Scott debuts at number 2 on the Billboard 200 with 361K units. So you know what? I need to go to chart data because I didn't get I didn't look at the pure sales of these people, and I need to see that. I need to see that. And I have chart data notifications on. Don't worry, guys. We are going to get into the tea and the mess, but I also need to want to get through this a little bit. There's so much that I want to talk about. Okay, so we at the Billboard charts right now. So it says Billboard Hot 100. No, we need the. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Sabrina Carpenter and Travis Scott were separated approximately by 600 units on this week's chart. Sabrina becomes the first female soloist to earn their first number 1 on the Billboard 200. Wait, the first female soloist to earn their first number 1 album on the Billboard 200 in 2024. What? The first female soloist to earn a number 1 album? Taylor Swift been dropped. She went number 1. I'm confused. Did I read something wrong? Sorry. Okay, here it is. Ooh, ooh. Okay, the pure sales. So she got 362,233 million on-demand streams, 184,000 pure sales. That's crazy. With all of the versions that was released. Now let's see Travis. 184,000 pure cocaine. Billboard 200 new Travis Scott, 361,000, 40.63 million on demand. Yo, his streaming numbers were really bad. 331,000 pure sales. Okay, cool. I mean, I'm not even gonna do commentary on that because I heard that Joe Budden said that he don't believe that that's true. So Travis Scott's album predicted to earn the biggest U.S. digital album sales weeks for any album since bundles were initially removed from the Billboard 200 in late 2020, surpassing Taylor Swift's The Torture Dead Poets. Okay, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about what Taylor Swift be doing, okay? Who got a deluxe coming? Travis Scott's 4th digital deluxe of Days Before Rodeo has been released on his website, featuring whose exclusive tracks. Another version? Oh, that was last week. So here, Travis, he debuted at number 2, but guess what? In terms of mixtapes, Travis Scott now ties Nicki Minaj's Beat Me Up Scotty as the highest charting re-release mixtape by a rapper. Okay, so now Beat Me Up Scotty debuted at number 2. His mixtape also debuted at number 2 as well. Okay, so thank God he didn't debut at number 1, because if he debuted at number 1, he would have broke Nicki's record and he would have been like the highest mixtape debut of all time, or something like that. So this is one of the highest debuting hip hop albums of the year. Congratulations to him, regardless, I guess. Now Sabrina reacted to her album going number 1, and once again separated by 600 units. That's a very, very fine margin. She said, "Big week for the vertically challenged." Honestly, like I don't really know what that means. Big week for short people. Oh, short and sweet. I guess that was corny to me, but okay, I don't know what these white girls be talking about, honestly. Okay, so yeah, I read that already. Pop base. Let's see what is this. Sabrina Carpenter joins Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande as the only women to chart at least 3 songs in the top 5 of the Billboard Hot 100 simultaneously. These are really big accomplishments for a female act to debut 3 songs in the top 5 of the Billboard 100 chart. So congratulations to Sabrina Carpenter. She's breaking a lot of records with her album. Sabrina Carpenter. Oh, I read that already. It'd be the same thing from different sources. So let me see what this one say. Sabrina Carpenter occupies 3 spots inside the top 5 on this week's Billboard Hot 100 chart. Number 2, Taste. Number 3, Please Please Please. Number 4, Espresso. That's dope for her. Congratulations to her. This is the full top 10 of this week's chart. Sabrina, of course, occupies 3 of the 10 spots. Once again, congratulations to her. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, I ain't heard not one of these songs. Well, except for Not Like Us. That's still in the top 10. Congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. Dope. All right. We almost done. We almost out of here. Sabrina Carpenter Vintupled her last album debut on the Billboard 200. Dope, because she been releasing mad albums. You know, she been an active artist for mad years, I guess, but like none of them was selling like that or whatever. So once again, congrats to her. This is what hard work and never giving up means, and believing in yourself. Who knows how long she will sign? I really don't know, like, you know, like a lot about her story and stuff like that, but maybe I'll learn more. I don't know. But here are some week 2 projections. So she is predicted to stay at number 1 on the Billboard 200 with 155K units, okay, by the Hits Daily Double. Now, this is dope to have more than one week at number 1, especially that you still have, I'm sure Taylor Swift still has at least one album in the top 10 of the Billboard 200 right now. And so and then because Travis Scott is definitely never going to get that number 1, because this was a re-release of a mixtape. So because he didn't go number 1 last week, it's not like his fans are really going to try, you know, because it's just like, boy, this is a mixtape. Don't nobody care about old music. So she got the number 1 spot. She's going to keep the number 1 spot for a second week. So congratulations once again to Sabrina Carpenter. This chart was just really crazy. Joe Budden has something to say about it, but I'm not going to play it right now because we have a lot more things that we need to get into. And yeah, but like that's kind of what I wanted to say regarding the chart race. So I just wanted to like thank you for listening to me through that, because yeah, I wanted to get into a little bit of music business stuff, but it's just so much going on. So please, everybody, like, you know, just be patient with me. We about to get into, what should we do first? I think we're gonna get into Megan and Nicki, and then we're gonna get into Cleo and Ice, and then that's it. Okay. Sabrina used this moment for clout, and of course the barbs fell for it. Never fails. That's a motherfucking fact, Key. Key, we must be twins or something like that, okay? Because that's a motherfucking fact. That's a motherfucking fact. If another bitch did it, it would have been problems. It would have been problems. It would have been problems. And my thing is, it's like, okay, Sabrina Carpenter has showed love to Nicki Minaj before, X, Y, and Z. That's cool. And once again, and then after she did that, then went number 1, then Nicki followed her, then she followed Nicki back. And it's just like, okay, like all of this should be so weird to me. And then it's like, okay, like it's giving, it's just weird energy, because it's just like the Barbs is trying to go against Sabrina for Travis, and it's like, I get it, y'all want revenge, but it's like Nicki and Travis is cool right now. Like they have 2 songs together on her album, so it's just like, girl, like yeah, like y'all are so like, ugh. That's a super old album. That's crazy. It's selling well. Streaming numbers just too easy to fake for me. Not a fan of that. Yeah, everyone get these spots because Kendrick new album taking all top 5 spots. He got some major shit. Oh, okay. You must be one of the guys. Thank you so much for listening. Is her music good? What genre is she? I guess pop. I've never heard of her till recently. Kind of same. It's also an old album. That's why it's so low. Travis and Nicki made up. Right. I don't like the Slick/Stone from Sabrina. I mean, like, yeah, like I don't like it either. And the thing is, she lucky she won, because if Sabrina didn't go number 1, I was gonna drag the Barbs, because y'all did all of that for this white hoe, and she still didn't go number 1, and she using y'all. Like she literally in the last minute, that's when she start tweeting, oh, we're doing this for Nicki. In the last, you telling me in the last 30 seconds of the game, you calling for help, for a lifeline from Nicki Minaj, and she ain't even on your motherfucking album? Yeah, that's what pandering is, ho. That's what using people is, ho. But nah, she a white bitch, so we gonna get on our knees for her. We gonna get on our knees. Okay, I'm sorry, Joyanne. We coming. I'm sorry, Joyanne. Just be like, we do not give a fuck about what you're talking about, sis. Somebody I've done this fuck. I've never heard of this girl. I'm dead. So let's get into this hoe right here, hoe. Because bitch, I was out living my life, and then I came on the motherfucking internet getting caught up, and I seen this bitch had a lot to motherfucking say. Okay, Megan Thee Stallion. All right. Now how we gonna get through this? Everybody bear with me. Okay. So let me go down my agenda. Please make sure that you guys are liking the video. I promise I'm a nice person. Okay, so Megan Thee Stallion covers Billboard, right? Where's she at, ho? Bitch, where your horse ass at? Oh my God, Destiny, stop. You're in public. Where is it? I was waiting for her not to go number 1. Facts. I damn sure didn't stream about her music. Facts. Not interested. I ain't participate in that. I like the Espresso song though. Okay, good. I mean, not good, but like I guess, you know, like good for you. I mean, never mind. Anyway, so Megan Thee Stallion graces the cover of Billboard. So of course, you know, Megan Thee Stallion is in her rollout mode. She in her like shining mode, and I'm really like really starting to really feel like, yeah, like yeah, like they doing too much for this hoe, you know. So anyway, she hosting the VMAs, and it's like, damn, like, you know, I really keep talking about this because it's actually happened, and it's like they all in rollout mode right now. So they got this for her to be on the cover of this stuff because the VMAs is about to happen. So, you know, Megan is going to be on all the billboards, X, Y, and Z. Did they give Nicki a cover when she hosted the VMAs? I'm just asking, you know, I'm not really even trying to compare, but it's like, okay, you know, I see what the play is or whatever. So what it say? Megan Thee Stallion turns up the heat on what, ho? Turn up the heat on what? Because you can't even turn up the heat on the charts. But let's not get. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Actually, let me calm down. You get it? Let me calm down. Hotties, I'm on the cover of Billboard. She look good though, as always. I like to hear, you know. All right, cool. You're just always naked, and I guess that's fine, you know. Like it's just like, hotties, run it up, honey. What sound does a horse make? Ah. Yeah. All right. I'm done. Wait, why I can't find it? All right, let's go down pop-based tweets, child, because 6 hours ago. Girl, why is there so much going on today? 10 hours ago. Okay. I don't care about Megan talking about politics. We're not gonna talk about that. Girl. Yo. Oh, wait. Megan, Nicki. I swear to God, I be having it all right here. All right here. Is there a longer quote? There has to be on a longer quote than this. Okay, it says, Megan Thee Stallion speaks on her #1 hit His and Nicki Minaj in an interview with Billboard. She said, what is the question? Okay. Not the bitch is a horse who bark like a dog. I'm dead. You're always naked. I'm dead. You know, never mind. Okay, so anyway, let's get to reading this shit. So it says, I think you started, so whoever's interviewing her for Billboard is saying, I think you started this competitive rap energy we've seen in 2024 when you release Hiss. Do you feel you're the reason MCs are rapping competitively again? Nicki, what? Megan said, I would like to think that I start things. I don't know. I just knew I had to do. I just knew what I had to do and what I had to say. If it opened up the door for everyone else to get shit off their chest, well, I'm glad. Ugh, girl. We can revisit this aspect of the conversation. Would you agree with Meg that she started the competitive rap in 2024 or nah? Then it says, you took shots at Nicki Minaj. Is there a chance for a reconciliation or even another collaboration one day? Why would you even ask this question? But I guess, like, if Drake or Kendrick did an interview right now, this could definitely be a question that is asked of them, okay? And I probably wouldn't think it's that crazy. But for some reason, y'all, I don't know why, y'all. For some reason, why, and y'all tell me why, y'all think, I just feel like when, like, in female rap, like how last night we literally talked about how, JT was being interviewed and she was asked, like, who do you think is talentless, Ice Spice, Cardi B, or Nicki? And it's just like, to ask direct questions like that, I feel like it's unprofessional. That was definitely an unprofessional question. This one is not necessarily unprofessional, but I don't know why, but it makes me, even though I like directness, it just makes me so uneasy when they like ask these type of questions, because I don't know, like, even with women, it's like, it just feels so much more heavier than the guy's beef. I don't know. I'm probably not even supposed to say that. Yeah. It was Nicki name dropping that really did it for me. It was the case that if that's the case, we can say Nicki started it with Red Ruby. His was a response. They've been going back and forth. So IDK, why the narrative is that she opened the door for this is, I agree. You know, I'm sorry, I don't want to say what your name is, child. You're gonna have to find another motherfucking name because I ain't getting canceled because I want to talk to you, okay? NT ways. So yeah, I couldn't agree more, because we all expected anybody who was paying attention or watching female rap or just anybody with a motherfucking brain would have told you that Megan was coming for Nicki. Nicki been shooting that Meg for all of 2023. Sorry, for all of 2023 with Red Ruby, and then again on FTCU, right? And that came out in December. Meg released his in January, so it's just like we all knew that Megan was coming to whack Nicki at some point. It was not a surprise. And that's for me, that's the reason why I don't credit Meg with all the beef that happened in 2024. Nah, I don't credit Meg because Meg was coming regardless, right? It's Nicki. And I hate to say, like, like, of course, we give Nicki credit as Barbs and stuff like that, but it truly was Nicki who did start off. You know what? It wasn't even Nicki. This the real tea right here. This the real tea. All my motherfucking Caribbean people on the chat, make your motherfucking selves know. It wasn't even Nicki who started. Oh, it's GAF spelled backwards. I'm dead. It wasn't even Nicki who really, really started the dissing for real, for real. You really know who it was? It was Jada Kingdom and Stefflon Don. I know y'all don't remember, but that's how the year started off. They're back and forth, but because they're Jamaican and dance hall artists, everybody forgot about that, and nobody would give them credit for that. But they were the ones going back and forth earlier this year, and everybody was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it. I wasn't necessarily keeping up with it that much. I still haven't even listened to the songs that went back and forth, but it truly was the Jamaican girls that really started the beef in 2024. Okay, but then if we want to keep it hip hop, then yes, I'm going to credit Nicki in terms of the mainstream hip hop. I am going to credit Nicki with competitive rap in 2024 with the Beast, because we knew that Megan was coming. So I'm not going to give you credit for that because Nicki been shooting at you, yeah, and what you and that's a point in itself, right? Whoever said that, Nicki been shooting since Red Ruby, so you was bound to come back regardless. But it's the fact that a lot of people be throwing slick shots here and there and back and forth, but they never come to the same stage to battle it out. And Nicki stopped it, and she was like, no, we're going to battle this out. No other artist other than the Jamaican girls was like, we're going to battle this art. We're gonna battle this out. Everybody take their shots and they go about their day, and they take another shot in the next 3 months or the next 6 months. But Nicki was like, no, this stops here, right? We're gonna go back and forth now. And so that's what really kicked off 2024 in hip hop. Okay, if you bitches don't get it by now, I'm sorry. Say anything you want about the queen and how she handled it, but you got to give her credit for that. Okay, what does it say? Okay, so is that all she had to say, y'all? Because I know this was floating around the internet. So is that all she had to say about Nicki on this thing? Because that's the only thing I've seen. So here, I want to come to the neighborhood talk. What? Haitian by penetration? Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm crying. Jada ate her ass up. I like Stefflon. And me too. Did somebody hit me up on Instagram, y'all? Because I gotta turn my DMs on Instagram because they're not on, child. So if you DM me, I don't get a notification, okay? But if you did, please let me know. Anyway, so let's talk about. So we still on Megan Thee Stallion on this Billboard cover because she talks about support from Black men, right? So y'all know people be saying like, oh, the industry don't f with Meg because of the Tory situation. Dudes don't f with her. X, Y, and Z. Future charged Meg $250,000 to get a feature on her previous album, Trauma Scene. So the dudes really don't f with her because Nicki Minaj don't get charged for features from anybody. Probably, I don't know. Anyways. So it says Megan Thee Stallion on whether she wants more support from Black men. So it says, neighbors, it's no secret that after the Tory Lane shooting trial, many Black men had reservations about Megan Thee Stallion, mainly due to the many discrepancies on what led up to the shooting that night, leaving many of Tory's male supporters to believe that Meg had set him up. During an interview with Billboard, Meg spoke about an apology she received from Shannon Sharpe, and I've seen that interaction between her and Shannon Sharpe, and I don't think that he should apologize to her for real. I don't think that he should apologize to her, because even if it's like okay, even if at first you thought Meg was lying, and then you decided to succumb to the verdict and be like, oh, like she was telling the truth. And I hate when people do that. Like they only succumb to the verdict because it was the verdict, but just because it was the verdict doesn't mean that it was the truth. But people, it was proven in a court of law, whatever. So anyway, he's succumbing to the verdict, right? And so he I think that's why he apologized, because he thought that she was lying or whatever. And it's just like, even if I thought you was lying, I'm not apologizing for that because that was my genuine thought. Like, it's not like I said that because with malice intent. It's like after reviewing the evidence, after reviewing the testimony, I do not feel like you're telling the truth. And that is my genuine feeling. So why would I apologize for that? I don't care what the verdict said. When did you ever think I cared? Nobody tells me how to think. Anyway, so it says, when asked if she wants more support from Black men, Meg had this to say: I really don't care. Maybe if you would have asked me this last year or 2 years ago, I would have wished I had more Black people in general in my corner. I know I sound evil right now. It would have felt nice to be protected by some Black men in this instance, but the more I wasn't getting it, the more I realized I wasn't going to get it. Okay. Who should feel safe and important at the end of the day is me, and I was going to have to make myself feel that way. I wasn't going to find it in the people I don't know at all, she continued. Now I don't care. As long as I make myself feel happy, then that's what matters to me. Okay. I mean, I guess, like, I think the valuable lesson in here is saying when she says, I wasn't going to find it in people I don't know at all, because that's true. You can't look to the outside for validation, for external, what's it called? Extrinsic like motivation. Like, you have to be grounded and guided by within. So if this teaches her that lesson, then that's a great lesson to learn. Okay. All right. There was another quote that she gave. Oh my God. Let's go back to Twitter. Megan Thee Stallion. Megan. I didn't read the article, and I won't be reading the whole article, but I just wanted to see like what she said. Okay, we talked about we're not talking about politics. We talked about the Nicki part. Her love for Japan, we don't care. She talks to Bill. Okay, I wanted to do this one. She talks to Billboard about people dissing in their songs. She says, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. If people feel like I'm somebody to aim at, then I must be pretty high up if you're reaching up at me. Okay, bitch. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to be nice. I'm really trying here. So then why didn't you respond to Nicki Minaj, ho, if you wanted to reach up? You dumb. I must be some kind of competition. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel like I could rap, because if I wasn't y'all wouldn't be worried about me. I guess, like if that's what her and Nicki want to agree on, because it's like people say like, oh, like here are these theories, and this is one like from Armand, and I kind of have to agree with it. So it's like people feel like in a twisted way, some people feel like Nicki chose Meg to go at because she wants to elevate Meg to the number 2 spot, because she feels like, the tired narrative of going back with Cardi, like Cardi not that talented to be in the conversation with me. So if y'all bitches want to make me the bad guy bitch, at least let's make it her. At least let's make it with a Black girl, an actual Black girl that got some type of talent, So a lot of people feel like in a weird way, Nicki was reaching and bringing Meg up to the number 2 spot. And Meg, all you had to do was cement that by responding to Nicki. If you had responded to Nicki and you went back and forth, you could have got the number 2 spot for real. And with no question, right? Because she's still eligible for the number 2 spot based on the amount of albums and the amount of touring that she does. But it would have been a no-brainer had you had went up against the queen, okay? We definitely know Desi Monica's because school baby gets elected. I'm dead. Yes. So anyway, okay, let's keep it moving. So I think those were like the only quotes that I cared about that I wanted to talk about. Let's see. Her love for anime, we don't care. All right, cool. I don't think there's nothing else that I have to say in regards to Megan Thee Stallion. Actually, there is. So, just like everybody else, she put pre-orders out today for the single. So y'all know she got this Asian collab coming next week or whatever. So they got it on CD now. So it's definitely given they coming for a good top 10. If she's selling CDs for one song, you know that they coming for a high position on the charts. And it's the Asians. So they gonna give her, they might actually go number 1. Okay. Megan might just get 2 number 1s this year. I hope it don't happen, child. But yeah. So if you support Megan Thee Stallion, make sure that you go pre-order her CD. Yay. Okay, we kind of went through this already. Yes, we went through this one already. Oh, I brought this up because I wanted to look at the comments. Okay. So I was disappointed Meg didn't respond. I was ready for the installment. I'm dead. Yeah, I thought Nicki was trying to bring Meg up at first. It seemed personal. Meg's curious. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to read the comments on this. So it says Nicki isn't a girl's girl and that's it. She doesn't like anybody. Girl, you know you made that lady cry when you went #1 with Big Barty. Okay. I agree because what was the issue? LOL. Okay, you and this is see, bitch. I didn't even drag the hoe, bitch. I didn't even drag the hoe. I didn't even drag the hoe. But it's like why are you talking about you don't know what the issue is when Nicki Dunn made it clear if okay, think of all of the girls that Nicki got a problem with that she not cool with. I feel like out of all of the girls, we got the most information on her and Meg and what allegedly happened between her and Meg. There's the Queen Radio incident allegedly, and then there's the Hot Girl Summer incident, and then there's the drinking incident. That's like 3 incidents that Nicki has said publicly. So what are you acting like? I don't know. You could have at least said, oh, I didn't see it that way, or oh, I didn't think it was a big deal, or oh, like something. But talking about, I don't know what the problem is. Bitch, you be listening into Queen Radio because remember that day in 2022 when Nicki went and dragged Meg, Coy, and probably Lotto a little bit, but we didn't know that Nicki and Lotto was even talking at the time. Anyway, when Nicki did that, Nicki said something about Meg, and literally 1 minute later, Meg was tweeting lies, liar. And Nicki was still live. It's like, bitch, how the fuck you know what she just said 30 seconds ago? Ho? Yeah, she didn't even bother to ask Nicki what the issue is. She was drunk as oh yeah, a lot of people were saying like she was drunk. Like Megan was drunk if she don't remember ho. You yeah. That's the drag right there. Anyway, what was let's go back to the comments. It says, I agree. What was the issue? Shut up, ho. Y'all have to be tired of using Nicki's name. Y'all getting aggy. And yeah, that's the thing too. We also got to talk about, and we did. I addressed the timing of this coming out. You know, the VMAs is coming. This is rollout season. You had the opportunity to address this all year. You've been active all year in terms of touring, putting out. You've been outside, ho, and you decide to address this now for the VMAs and all of the swirling. You know, going on with the VMAs. Oh, they kicked out Nicki for Meg and stuff like that. All of the time is just very, very, very spectacular. So you know, Nicki was definitely on point when she said that every day there will be like a new stunt right coming out and stuff like that and using her name. And this is why she just has to stop engaging with this stuff or so that they don't, right? But thanks for the heads up, I guess, you know. But once again, we got to stop like talking about the VMAs and ops and stuff like that because it really just be giving them attention, you know. Okay, so typical Aquarius behavior, oblivious. This girl stays using Onika for promo. Man, can they do an interview without using Nicki's name? Y'all always make Nicki the bad person. Meg just like to play for the victim. Facts. Nicki talked about that woman's deceased mother. Reconcile what? Shut up. There isn't a real problem. Nicki picks out every female rapper. How can you admit to taking shots at someone but then say, I don't know what the problem is? That's a fact. Bitch, if there was no problem, then why you came out dissing me? But I guess, you know, like, I guess I'll give her the benefit of the doubt since she a rapper or whatever. She didn't go on Queen Radio when she said she would ran off with a feature and did a song with her op after getting a hit song with Nicki, period. The beef is and will always be over Meg working with Cardi. Oh, shut up. I think the problem, Nicki... Girl, how strategic. Okay, anyway, we're moving on. Let's move on to this. We back on Ice and Cleo now. It's too much going on because I need to see what this stylist said. Did y'all see? Did y'all hear? Did y'all read? Did y'all watch? Here we are. Day 3 of dragging Ice Spice. Welcome to day 3, guys. We are still in the first week of class. Everybody get your pencils and papers out and make sure that you guys take notes, okay? We have to see what the stylist said. I have not watched or listened to any of this, so we're going to get my first reaction here. And of course, give me your reactions in the chat. But before you start typing, make sure that you like this video, okay? So Ice Spice stylist and the man who told Cleo that everyone snuck into the steakhouse is speaking, and he's backing up Cleo's claims. Is this the stylist that Cleo was staying with while on tour, or nah? She was, feel me, and cool. Okay, we here. We have the tea. Let's go. Let's get it.
My experience firsthand with the whole Ice Spice and Cleo tension shit. as some of you may know or probably don't know, I am a personal stylist, and I was hired as a backup stylist for Ice Spice Tour. And when I say everything that Cleo was saying is dead ass true, is dead ass true. So basically, I was more on the side with Spice.
Okay, so like I really appreciate this dude coming out and speaking, but I'm also kind of like a little bit like, why are you talking? Because like you definitely can't go back and work for her. Like you're done. You know, like you're done.
They had me like all in her rooms, like I'm all on that side. Like, you know, like I wasn't over there with Cleo no. Like they was singling them out. Like, you know, the other hairstylists and all that type of shit, they were singling them out. Okay, it was a few things that caught me off guard. The first thing that caught me off guard was when I first made it there, okay, I get with Spice, and me and her cool as hell, so we just be regularly talking about shit. I see she typed out an attitude, so I asked her like, what's up? Like, you good type shit? Like, you know, filling her out. She like, oh yeah, I'm cool, woo, woo. It's just Cleo black ass doing too much. I'm like, damn, hold up. She like, oh, she think like my work is supposed to be working with her.
Black ass. Black ass. Black ass? That's what I heard people was talking about. Ice, come on.
Like my work is supposed to be working with her. Like she think everybody that's here for me is supposed to be here for her. Like, girl, where's your team at? Wooty wooty woo. So you know me, like I'm like, yeah, like I feel you type shit, I feel you. But I'm already knowing that Cleo was already coming last minute. So like, you know, but I'm still thinking at the same time, like she got a group, she got people that's there for her, like she got her people. But to find out she didn't, like, you know, while I was there, like, you know, it was like, damn. So that was that. And I guess that's what Cleo talking about when she said the whole like the bag shit with the security guard and shit like that. Mind you, we in Texas. So we is at the hotel and shit. It's in the middle of nowhere. Everybody hungry. And Spice, like, when she want to eat, she want to eat. So Spice say, like, all right, y'all, we finna go get something to eat real quick. Come on. So I'm like, where Cleo them at? Like, Cleo them coming too? She like, oh, they all want to be grouped up all on the other side of the hotel. Like, fuck it, I'm hungry. I don't got time to be waiting for nobody. So I'm like, damn, like, you know, like, but I wasn't gonna say that though. I wasn't gonna text Cleo. I wasn't even finna like, you know, I'm letting shit play. I was gonna play. So we go get something to eat type shit. We at the steakhouse and shit like that. And Cleo was texting her while we at the steakhouse. She texting her like, hey boo, I'm hungry, like y'all don't want to go get nothing to eat. Woo, woo, woo. Spice not texting back. Like I see the message. Spice not texting back. So she not texting back and shit. I'm feeling bad. Like I'm like, damn. So I make sure like I was bringing some extra food back because I'm like, you know, I'm gonna just, you know, split my shit with them. So we get back to the hotel and shit. I go up there and I go up in the room and I'm like, yeah, so y'all still hungry? Woo, I brought some food back. She like, what the fuck you mean you brought some food back? Like, woo, you went to McDonald's? Like, I'm like, no, we went to the steakhouse. She like, no, like what? Motherfuckers got me fucked up. See, hell no, like I'm tired of this shit. I already been going through this shit these last few days. Fuck this. She's self-considerate, all of this, whoop. I don't even know why she brought me here, whoop, like, fuck this. Like, basically, like, she was ready to start, you know, getting active. So I'm trying to calm her down and shit like that because, like, I don't really want no tension. I don't really want no shit to go on. Plus, too, like, I had just walked down there to their room. So it was gonna seem like I probably just came back and instigated some shit and started some shit. So I'm like, let me not even be on that type of time. So I'm trying to calm her down. I end up being able to calm her down and shit like that. She calms down. She like, nah, man, though, like, I really want to say something, woo, but you know what? Like, you right, I'm gonna give it time and shit. Like, I'm gonna just wait until it's more ending towards it. I'm gonna text her, woo, like, you know, and I'm like, shit, like, you know, do what you gotta do. So now I get back in the room with Ice. She on FaceTime with Riot. She letting him know, like, yeah, she doing too much. She blowing my scale. She was like, bitches gotta go. They asking for too much. Woo. Bitches acting broke. Like, I'm really tired of her black ass. And I'm like,
what? Bitch, this is 2 times. 2 times. Wow. And like, it's one thing to like give your account, but it's the fact that he's spilling tea on what Ice is talking about with her boyfriend. Like, you know, like, thank you for the tea, but you are supposed to be someone that I can trust, and you're not proving that right now. I don't know, bro, but like, once again, thank you for the tea, but I hope you could find a job because like, you do need to, you know, respect people's privacy to a certain extent. I don't know.
Like, damn, like, why does she keep saying this? Like, what? And, you know, I'm not really thinking nothing too much of it because, like, you know, like, I guess she mixed with black or something like that. But, like, to actually hear Cleo's whole story, that bitch colorist, like, yeah. And Spice, like, I know, you probably ain't fucking with me after this, but shit, I'm black my damn self. And I'm walking around this bitch looking like Boo Boo the Fool to support you. And you black ass this, black ass that, and was treating the old girl how you was treating her.
So why you didn't check her in the moment? If you feel so like you want to risk it all by coming and exposing Ice and confirming that she is a colorist, if you feel like you're ready to take that L, you ready to like be fired and be blackballed, if you feel like you was ready for all that, then why didn't you just check her in the moment? Because she said it 2 times at least.
Shit, you know? So I walk out the room quick to go spark my 1-2-1-2 type shit. And as I'm out there, I'm like, damn, like, I feel bad for Cleo type shit. And I really felt like Spice wasn't seeing what she was doing, but she knew what she was doing, but she wasn't seeing like how brutal that shit really was. So I text her, like, you know, trying to let her know, like, hey, friend, like, I think you low-key tweaking. Like, you know, you probably, you know, think about how you low-key probably got old girl feeling type shit. I'm gonna post some messages in the next video. I'm gonna do the next video right now. So just go to my page, and I'm gonna have the next video posted.
Not he wanted some damn followers, but at this point, bitch, that's why everybody doing it. But that's true, Nelly. I thought about this. It ain't really private unless Ice asked him to sign an NDA. So that's part 1 of his story. Let's go to part 2.
All right, this is the part 2 of the whole Cleo and Ice Spice shit. But this comment right here, this did have me dead because, yeah. All right, but yeah. Cleo too, you forgetting a whole bunch of other shit that happened too. Or like to mention it. Like when
Oh my God, he talking about you forgetting a lot of stuff. Nigga, why you didn't call her? Thank y'all for the tea, for real, for real. They being very generous with the tea, y'all. We gotta thank them.
we was in Miami in a truck on the way to the club and you was on aux. Yo, I don't know if this girl forgot to
Wait, they was on the way to Miami. Cleo was on the phone with Ice. He in the car with Ice, and she got Cleo on speakerphone on the aux so everybody could hear the conversation. Okay.
that happened too. Or like to mention it. Like when we was in Miami in a truck on the way to the club and you was on aux. Yo, I don't know if this girl forgot to unadd the album or something, but y'all know who album rocking right now. Y'all knew what the fuck came on. Yeah. Ice was.
Oh, he's saying that Cleo was on aux. Cleo had her phone hooked up to the aux cord because she was playing music. Got it. And then Lotto album came on.
Heated. Brokey. So obviously, you know, Ice tell her like, she like, turn that weak ass shit off. And like the way she was looking at her and the way she said it, it was like she basically said, I'm finna smack the shit out you. So now, right, we pull up to the club. So we in the club, we in the corner. It's me, Cleo, and Riot. We letting Ice like be all up in the front, do her thing right now. Woo, woo, woo. So I'm peeping, Ice keep turning back around to see where Riot at. So it's me, Cleo, Riot. So I can tell Ice was low-key like, what the fuck? Like, why is he on that side? Why he, you know, that type of shit. So she keep looking back with a stank face. But she not saying nothing, but we all slick like, you know, like she just want her man up there type shit. So, you know, Riot being cool. Like,
Okay. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting hearing it from his perspective, like him saying, like, she just want her man up there, you know, like seeing like what is truly, how do Ice and Riot really interact with each other and really engage, and does she really have feelings for this dude, you know, after everything she been putting him through?
you know, Riot being cool, like he talking to Cleo and shit like that. Like he low-key was peeping what the fuck was going on. And he was low-key like feeling bad type shit. Like I can tell he was low-key feeling bad about that shit. So, you know, he like passed.
Okay. I'm here about to say, Riot, if you feeling bad, why you don't check her? But like Cleo said, she don't let nobody talk to her. She look Ice, yes, man. But y'all not ready for the next level of that conversation, okay?
Shots, he passing her shots, she passed me the bottle, we getting the bottle, shit like that. But once he actually passed her the bottle, that made Ice like come back around, like to come grab him type shit. She all like, bring your ass over here. Whoa. She not even telling us to come over there. Like we like, what the fuck? Like that shit weird as hell. So now as the club like ending, we supposed to be leaving and shit like that. Now it's two separate trucks outside. Like, you know, obviously stating that it was gonna be two different rides. So Ice and Riot, they get in one truck, me, Cleo, and this other girl get in the other truck. And we was just all talking all over it, like what we thought over the night type shit. And we all low-key peeped and thought the same thing, like, did she think Riot was on that type shit? Like, what type of time she was on? But
Wait, I'm confused. Do they think Riot was on what type of time? Like what? I don't get it. I'm confused.
yeah, ain't no type of time and Riot was on too, though. Because Cleo was looking good as fuck, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my God. Is he alleging that Riot was looking at Cleo? What?
What type of time she was on? But shit,
Hold on.
did she think Riot was on that type shit? Like, what?
On type what? You see how New Yorkers talk on type shit. Type what shit?
We was just all talking all over it, like what we thought over the night type shit. And we all low-key peeped and thought the same thing, like, did she think Riot was on that type shit? Like, what type of time she was on? But shit, ain't no type of time and Riot was on too, though. Because Cleo was looking good as fuck, I ain't gonna lie. All right, so now we in the car, and like I said, Riot was already peeping that Ice was low-key doing Cleo petty. So he ended up texting her. And when he texted her, this how we knew her ass was on some weird shit and she felt some type of way. Like, what she said was just out of proportion. Like, she was doing way too much. Like, I ain't even know the bitch talk like this. And for all the motherfuckers that saying I'm trolling and shit, no, I'm not trolling. Like, she fired me, so it's like, fuck, I might as well come forward about this shit.
She fired him. Why did she fire him? That's what I want to know. Because he obviously, he's saying she fired me. So she obviously fired him before he did this. So why he, you know, like I want to know
what the fuck is it gonna do for me? Like, fuck. But follow me for part 3 real quick because I'm gonna post the messages on that.
Not follow me for part 3. Everybody trying to get their clout. I'm dead. I don't even care. I'm dead.
Yeah, the message between Cleo and Riot.
I'm crying. This shit is so good. Where part 3 at? I think my video they posted it. Part 1, part 2. Wait, this ain't nobody damn stylist. I'm late, y'all. So it's like this is the first time I'm seeing. So is he not the stylist? Like what's going on? Like fill me in. Where can I find part 3? I literally had it. Okay. Ice. Let's see what.
All right, for the comments that, all right, this part 3 right here. All right, so these are text messages. All right, this part 3 right here. All right, so these are text messages.
Ice. Yo, you here yet? My bad, friend. I'm running a little late. I'm on the way, though, a good 10 minutes, and I'm bringing anything for Cleo. Could you?
She texted me. She was like, yo, you here?
LOL, she's good. You here for me. Oh, wow. Could you ever find me the black Balenciaga boots? No, I couldn't, but everything is on my inventory page on IG. I'm here, though, now. LOL, okay, James is coming out to get you, door A1. It's okay, they let me in. I know where to go. They was these ones, right?
Yeah. This was at the performance she had. I was like, my
wow, Ice. Wow, Ice.
bad friend, I'm running a little late. I'm on the way now. Just a good 10 minutes. Anything I'm bringing for Cleo. Because I had just went to the store before to grab a couple of things, and I had it at my hotel room, and I'm just making sure everybody was situated, plus Cleo too. Then she goes and says, LOL, she's good. You here for me. That's what threw me off. So then she asked me like if I could ever find these black Balenciaga boots that I would have before, but I couldn't. So I told her to go up on my inventory page that's on Instagram at Z.Dot's Inventory, where I'll be selling the designer clothes and stuff like that. And you can tell she kind of had an attitude by saying, LOL, okay. And then she like, James is coming out to get you, door A1. I said, it's okay, they let me in. I know where to go. She sends a thumbs up. And I said, they were these ones, right? Like the Balenciaga boots, just to make sure so I can get them pre-ordered for her. And she never responded to that and then unshared her location with me. So now in the next one, I'm going to show you the messages in between Riot and Cleo, like, and how Riot was basically saying Ice was overdoing her part, like, and what he admitted to what he thought was going on.
Ooh. Yeah, if y'all tell me this is fake.
All right, for the comments that's seeing this, the reason that y'all see that on the text messages is because I had to change her name before I took the screenshots, because of what I changed it to when all the shit went down. Like, it was kind of OD. Like, I type violated her, like, and I wasn't gonna let y'all see that. Like, I didn't want people thinking like, yeah, nah. All right, for the comments that's see.
Okay, let me look at the comments. This has me locked in. Like, who the f did I marry? Facts.
What she said was just.
Well, but how are people?
What she said was just out of proportion. Like, what she said was just.
That's part 2. Oh my God. Why does everybody not post all the parts? Like, post the whole thing. Part 3. This is, we already saw that. Don't make me have to go on his TikTok, please. Part 1. What is a TikTok?
It's firsthand with the whole Ice Spice and Cleo tension shit.
What is it? Your stepdad V-Dot? TikTok. Oh my God. Move. Let me see if it's your. Why won't TikTok let me? Yo, I'm about to be so annoyed right now. Unfortunately, it's fake. If he wasn't even there and it's not on his TikTok, the rest of the messages aren't on his TikTok. So what is going on? Like, what? So what is the latest update? How was he not there? Like, oh my God, somebody got to explain this to me. This is not good. How am I live right now and I don't know what's going on? Fuck. Check neighborhood talk. Thank you. Let's go there. I'm sorry, guys. I can't be giving out false information. What the fuck I look like, oh? You know? Oh, Nicki Minaj surprised fans. Nicki Minaj surprised fans by showing up to the VIP lounge of her Pink Friday 2 tour in Philly. All right, that's cool. So much. I love you. I miss you so much. Yay. Shout out to the queen. Queen is about to take the stage any moment now. Okay, so thank you guys so much for staying patient with me. We just had a little queen break real quick. But we on track. Okay, everybody stay focused. All right, so man claiming to be part of Ice Spice's stylist team revealed to be a liar. Hairstylist calls him out, jumping on opportunity for clout. What? Who's here? Deja Slay. Thank you. Yo, I asked y'all last night when we was doing this. Who is the girl Instagram for the stylist? What's her name? Dijaa Slay. Dijahslayy. Thank you. Thank you. This is who I've been looking for. I need to see who the Ice had around her. Okay, so this is the hairstylist. What's a good photo? But obviously, she do a lot of people here. Is this her? Yeah, look like her. Okay, she cute. I mean, whatever. I mean, all right, cool. So she do a couple people here. All right, cool. So this is the hairstylist that what's her name? Cleo was staying with. So this is Ice hairstylist. Okay, cool. All right. So the hairstylist called out the dude that we was just watching, saying that he fake. So it says, "Oh, Ice hairstylist has entered the chat and called cap on the man claiming to be a part of the tour. We have also confirmed with Ice Spice's team that this man is not and has never been a part of her team." Shaking my head. What? IDK, him and Cleo supposed to be going live tonight. What? What is going on? Who said? Pull up Cleo pages. How was Cleo supposed to be going live on this? Where she said she was going live?
You bitches.
What's tea? What's
girl? She's just promoting a whole bunch of stuff as she should, but like, girl. He said he did say he was a backup stylist, and which could be also valid, but if you wasn't there, then you dead just wasn't there. But I mean, if he's getting validated by Cleo, then that means he was involved in some way. So I need to see where Cleo is saying, "Oh, we're going live," because that's what they saying in the comments. They said that Cleo said she going live with this dude. Stop with the cash Sanders weird. I did have that, but is she cool, Nicki? I'm gonna look at her replies real quick. But yeah, okay. So she's really not saying anything. So all right, well, let's just move on. He showed the text messages. I believe him, and if it wasn't facts, why y'all delete it? Ooh, he did show text messages. LMAO, the Bella brand is actually, yeah, they was involved by Ice. This is the brand that called out Ice a couple weeks ago for copying Nicki wigs and not paying her. LMAO. So this person said who exposed Ice. They said, LMAO, I should post what the stylists on this team are really doing. What? Hold on, sis. Where's she at? Girl, we ready. No, actually, girl, what you waiting for? The fuck? Sorry. I really don't think he's lying. I think Spice team trying to clean this up. He was just too descriptive for me. Yeah, he was very descriptive. I don't know. What is the final verdict? Somebody said, please wrap this up by Friday. Ice Spice paid y'all. You know what? She's definitely sort of in damage control because she deleted them tweets that she tweeted last night talking about do you want to be a mean bitch or a dumb bitch, something like that. So it's like, girl, it's a lot going on with Ice. Yeah, text messages could always be fake. You're right about that, Nelly. Thank God for Nelly, my co-captain tonight. All right, so what else did I wanted to say? Okay, so we looked at that. Okay, so that's really like I had we were going to come back and go through the comment section, but like let me see how. All right, we can, yeah, we don't have, I don't think we're gonna do all of that because like we get it at this point now. So it seemed like Joe Budden talked about this, so let's see what he had to say.
And what that Cleo don't know is Ice Spice ain't calling not near shot on that tour.
True.
Mm-hmm. She don't have no say over nothing, and she ain't sold. Know that she has not sold enough records to be in this position. And on tour, every single dollar is accounted for.
Yes.
Months before we went on tour.
Yeah.
I know exactly how much all of these rooms are going to cost. I know exactly how much the gas is going to cost. We can't afford another bus, but we got another bus. Okay, let's bring some other people. But those people are for the free. There's no budget. Right. These people got to come and thug it out. We know where we're going to shower at. We know how much the food costs, and we can't go over it. We cannot go over it.
It sounds like there should have been a phone call to a manager or something.
Absolutely.
After the I got you.
And that's why I wanted to have this talk, because it is a teachable moment for new acts out there, right? In business.
I think Joe's point is that like Ice Spice, you know, like I said last night, look, at the end of the day, yeah, the artist may not have all the power because yeah, she may not have sold all of them records and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, child, the artist is the boss. And if you tell them that somebody needs to be taken care of, they will be taken care of. And if you really cared about that person and their well-being, you would have made space in your budget. You would have went over your budget and said, you know what, I have to pay. If I have to pay my label back, then that's what I have to do, because I put my friend here, I put her in this predicament, and we just have to thug it out, you know, like you would do with a friend, you know. So it's just like, I get it, all of this business talk at the end of the day, but let's say this. If Nicki invited Bia on tour and Nicki wasn't going to cover nothing for her, let's say she was still going to pay her. Hey, you don't have to come out of pocket X, Y, and Z. All right, cool. The point is that Nicki never said, oh, I got you. Nicki said, hey, this is what I'm willing to pay. This is what you're going to have to cover. These are your responsibilities. These are my responsibilities. Okay. And obviously, yes, the opener ain't gonna get treated the same way as the headliner, but goddamn, like, yeah, this the thing is that y'all act like there's no human decency. Like none of y'all have human decency. I'm about to be over this situation, because it's like at this point it's very, very redundant. So what we need to do is we need to get our hands on the latest receipts. We need to see if this boy is validated, if that if that stylist was really around. And if Cleo goes live, then I need to know. I'm definitely willing to stay updated on the situation, because at the end of the day, it's kind of like the gifts that keeps on giving. It's truly interesting. And you know, but in terms of like, you know, what I one thing about me is I make judgments based on proof and receipts. So if I don't have proof and receipts, and if I don't have the correct proof that I need in order to say what I need to say, then I'm not gonna say it, right? Because it's like, if we find out he's here or he wasn't there, then child, that changes the perspective, you know. So it's like, I don't even want to do too much more talking. What else Joe got to say?
This in business, fuck it, I'm 44. I'm telling the truth now. I ain't even doing no lie. Yo, most people out there are choosing opportunity cost over whatever friendship you think you got with people. I know it sounds bad. That sounded horrible.
What you mean? I don't understand. You got to elaborate.
Friendship comes second. The opportunity for the ceiling to be this high in my hopes and dreams comes first.
Gotcha.
Anybody or anything that impedes that, you a detriment. And if you're an artist and you don't feel like that, you're surrounded, the label has put people around you that's going to remove that person.
Yeah.
It's going to go this way.
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm saying. Ice Spice, as a friend, I feel like, and the internet's dragging her right now. The internet is totally dragging her right now, but the internet, I don't really know too much about Shorty.
They don't have a clue.
But based on what you said, Shorty didn't either. I don't think Ice Spice even knows.
I know, I agree.
And that's what people are missing. This is her first time headlining a tour for herself, for her own album. It was her first album, correct, right?
Okay, that's great. Yes, Ice doesn't know everything. Cleo doesn't know everything. That's very true. But don't overpromise.
What Cleo don't know is Ice Spice.
Don't overpromise and underdeliver. Who does that remind you of? I'm not going to tell you. So, yeah, we can wrap this up for now. Since we here, it says, okay, JT put out Jeezy at her Atlanta show. So JT performing in Atlanta tonight. Damn, Nicki performing in Philly tonight. The girls is outside. I'm so happy for JT. I'm happy for her. This relationship with Jeezy, for me, it was definitely something unexpected, but it seemed like Jeezy genuinely F with JT, and he has been showing up for her. He showed up for their video. He showed up for her like other performances, like club appearances and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see, you know, someone in his position, you know, like who could be considered a legend to support a new artist like JT. And even though you know, if this was Nicki Minaj embracing her the way that Jeezy is, it would have gotten way more attention. But I still think that it's dope for JT to be embraced like this by a legend in rap. And I hope that he has bestowed some good advice upon her, and that it has been a good working experience between the both of them, because you know, and that's how you can tell, right? That's how you can tell when people enjoy working together, when you actually see him pulling up to paces that he don't have to do. He don't have to do that. You know, JT not even a headliner where she like could even pay a legend like that, and he's still showing up for her. So like, I'm glad to see that for her. He says, I feel bad for Cleo. I wish she didn't jump online and acknowledge too much info. She not popping in the industry, and artists will not want to work with her. Yeah. Other artists will not want drama coming to the light. Child, it's too much drama. It's too much drama, you know? Anyway, do we need another collab between the two? I don't know. Maybe not really. I don't know. Child, if it sounds good, I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, let's go to Twitter. You know, how are you guys feeling right now? I did have a couple more things that I wanted to say, but I don't know. I kind of just want to chill for real, for real. I need to get updated on Twitter because I don't know what's happening right now. So like we saw what's on the blogs where, oh my God. This is the arena right now for Nicki. Once again, she's getting ready to take the stage at any moment. Let's see how much we can see of the stage. What can we see? What can we see? It's already crowded. It's looking very pink. Okay. Fuck. Hold on. Look. Okay, so the stage is the same stage, still got the runway, still got the two levels. Yeah, still got the two levels. So it seems like similar set design or same exact set design. Cool. These are the first like news and information, and like what's the set list gonna be like, and like what's the set going to look like and everything. The choreography. This is the first night, so it's gonna be a lot of content. You're gonna see a lot of content going around from the Philly show. It's the first night for everything, so it's a lot going on. So congratulations to the queen in advance for this show. Okay. So we just saw Nicki surprising people in the lounge. It is 10:34 p.m. She should definitely, you know what? Where did I is there anybody in here who know who's going live tonight for the show? I've seen somebody. Let's see. Let's look at Gag City Philly. Let's see who going live. She came to the lounge. I got to say what's up, and she signed my arm. Look.
I love you so much. Nicki, thank you for everything.
Dope. She signed her arm. Booth has us lit right now. Okay. We seeing what's going on in Philly right now. What am I looking for, y'all? Who on stage brings out rapper Freeway to perform in Philly? Nicki bringing people out already. So, as you can see, Nicki is already bringing out guests on her opening night. It's clearly about to be lit up in there, and this is as of 4 minutes ago. This is what this means. It's 10:35 p.m. East Coast time. This means that Nicki is not on stage right now, and this could mean, I think it means that she's running late, and it's totally expected because it is the first night. It is a lot going on, and as you can see, that we saw on the blogs, she's greeting fans, and she wasn't in full glam, so that means she still needs to go and get in full glam and get in position and get into her outfits. So we gonna be up for a while tonight. And then she was saying how like when she was on live, she was saying how like the show may be the first three couple shows may be a little bit longer because Tyga will not be performing at the first three shows. So she might give the first three shows extra songs or whatever. And so, yeah, we're going to be up late. But once again, I'm not really mad because it's like we did this when leg one started off in, you know what? Let me write this. Who's live? Let's see. We're going to go on TikTok. Let's see if we could. Who is live? Okay. This person is live. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if anybody live for real, for real. Let's see. Oh, they live. They live. They live. They live. They live. They live. Let's get it. 1.1K. What's going on? Who need to live? Wait, why is it not showing? Oh my God, Nicki's on. Oh my God, Nicki's on stage. Nicki is on stage, y'all. Nicki is on stage. So if you guys need to watch, here is the person. Let me see if I could copy. You know what? I'm gonna paste the link in the chat so you guys can go and watch the show if you want. You know, I know a lot of people don't like to watch or whatever. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of content. It's going in and out. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, it's going in and out because, you know, the service is probably not the best there and stuff like that. And so you kind of want to look at different options. So you do a quick search on Twitter or even on TikTok. And also clearly Nicki is starting off the leg 2 with I'm the best, right? So Nicki is now getting on stage. Everybody, let's clock that. Nicki Minaj takes the stage at, we're gonna say 10:35 p.m. 10:35 p.m. and I'm gonna time it. Okay, so we don't know if Bia went on, we don't know who went on, X, Y, and Z, but yeah, we're gonna see how long the first show takes to go. And yeah, first night, so not everything is gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be fun. So let me get back on this person thing. Do you guys have any last? You don't have TikTok? Stream it here. I could, but I can't because of the music. I can't play music. So, yeah, YouTube will literally take me down. So I can't. But that's why you guys just go on TikTok, just watch the show, and maybe we'll come back live tomorrow. Bia and Skang went on? What? Skang is there? OMG. Or Skilly. Now I be on me. Don't be getting Skang and Skilly caught up. Those are two different niggas. I'm fucking dead. Yo, I be on me said Skang. It's Skilly. That's why I'm getting hyped, because I'm like, Skang wasn't supposed to be there. That was surprising me. Oh, child, I be on me. Gotta love y'all. All right, y'all. Yeah, we had other stuff to get into, but once again, it's a lot going on. So I truly appreciate everybody for coming through. I appreciate your time and attention. Please like the video. Please let me know how you guys feel about everything that's going on. I'm about to be on TikTok, and honestly, guys, I'm probably gonna go on Station Head. Maybe. And you know, like, if you don't follow me on Station Head, make sure you follow me there. Here is my here's my username, Destiny C. Make sure that you follow me on the Station Head app, because we be over there like talking a lot of shit before we even come to YouTube. Okay, we was on there right before me coming on here. So make sure y'all got me on Station Head, because we will be on Station Head. If not tonight, definitely tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna be on Station Head tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna be on YouTube tomorrow. So if you want to talk to me every day, any time of the day, for any amount of time, call me on Station Head. Make sure you following me there. All right. Love y'all so much. Thank you guys for pulling up for me once again. I might see YouTube tomorrow, but I definitely will see Station Head tomorrow. All right. Everybody, have an amazing night. Thank you so much, as always, for your support. I truly appreciate it. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I will see y'all later.